coming out of the break that's gearing up for a stretch drive, and they showed that tonight.
Coach Tibbett loses game 1,000 of his NHL coaching career. Multiple reports say the Browns are going to tell Johnny Manziel to beat it when the league year starts on March 9th. And we're brought to you by...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Glory. My name is Eddie Law. If it was your first time watching this, it is a morning show, I guess you want to call it, a little 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long the commute to work takes, where I talk about whatever's on my brain. And, of course, MMA is on the brain. Last night, or more like yesterday afternoon, the California State Athletic Commission effectively banned weight cutting, which is going to be very interesting for quite a few reasons. California, obviously, as everyone knows, is the hub of jiu-jitsu in the United States for the most part. If you live in LA, you're not in shortage of gyms whatsoever. Also, Bellator holds a bulk of their events in San Jose, California. And as does Invicta has held a few there too. Of course, UFC goes there at least, I think, once or twice a year. Staples Center. In San Jose, I don't know when was the last time they've been there. I think they went there last year, but I'm not sure. Regardless, weight cutting is done effectively in California. First it was the IV ban, now legit no cutting weight. Not sure how they're going to manage to keep an eye on that. I didn't watch any presser, or I just read a couple articles on it that weren't, honestly, they weren't very detailed articles. I think, with one championships doing what they did by banning it themselves, that started this whole thing. And so you got to give one championships credit. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, they had to do something. They they with the guy, a fighter died because of weight cutting. And you got to give them credit. How many organizations would actually do something? How many guys in the NFL have committed suicide because of CTE? Or the NFL will say, add allegedly to that, please. But let's just say it's because of CTE, which is repeated concussions, basically destroying your brain. How many NFL players have committed suicide in the and the NFL has done a couple things, they've done a couple things short of admitting that CTE is real, and it goes until today. I saw tweets today of people saying, oh, if you think CTE is not a real thing in the NFL, you're out of your mind. But you got to give one championships credit for getting that done. Victor, I apologize, I forgot his last name. The president of one championships, along with Rich Franklin, the VP, or at least one of the guys that works for the organization. Matt Hume, I think, works for them too. Matt Hume. I want to say Matt Hume. Demetrius Johnson's coach. I want to say it's Matt Hume. Anyway, so no more weight cutting. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen now? Guys are going to fight in their own weight. Guys like, ooh, what are you doing, motherfucker? I almost got crazy trying to get in my lane, and good thing he didn't. He had no business doing it. Guys like Benson Henderson, who, by the way, in Bellator now, we'll talk about it in a second, but he's in Bellator now, but he's fighting at welterweight. Guys like Benson Henderson, guys like Frankie Edgar, those kind of guys will be able to fight at whatever weight they walk around at. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's going to change things a lot. Well, yeah, one, you're not going to get fighters to be unhealthy. You're going to get fighters to be at healthy weights. And not only that, you're going to get better fights. How many times have we watched a fight where a guy looks so sucked in the weigh-ins, and right away you're like, he looked like complete shit, the weigh-ins. He does not have the energy he normally has. So you're going to get better fights, and you're going to get fighters that don't, hurt themselves or die from it. They need to test it and tweet out the problems before they go on with these rules. I agree. They need to do some kind of controlled test. Have a control, and don't do it with the big fights, the title fights and all that. Tweak, yeah, you got to tweak it. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to tweet, but I would love to actually tweet out results as they happen. But they need to tweak. They need to fight. Again, no one's done this before, right? So they're gonna have to find a way to perfect it, and it's going to be a while before this thing gets perfect. There's going to be quite a few problems that are going to happen. You're going to have guys that still try to cut and pretend it's their weight. You're gonna have people that try to use PEDs to and stuff like that. You're gonna test positive for whatever you're using at some point, right? So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit of I think a hassle at first. Ultimately, I like it. I like the move. I think guys like Conor McGregor though are gonna suffer for sure. That guy's gonna be like fighting at 170 unless he loses all that mass that he's put on. So far it's just California. But you got to think it's going to become a thing, right? You got to think that most athletic commissions are going to pick that up. Especially as Nevada. Look, I tell you right now, as soon as Nevada picks that up, as soon as Nevada picks up the no weight cutting shit, it is over for everybody. You know what I mean? The game is going to change. You know what I mean? You're going to see guys like Chris Weidman at, like, well, I don't know about now, but, you know, you would have seen Chris Weidman at light heavyweight. You're going to see guys like Luke Rockhold at light heavyweight for sure. You're probably going to see a DC, a Daniel Cormier move up to heavyweight as well as a John Jones. Unless they change their, you know, body composition to where they walk around at those weights. It's really interesting, and I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to take about, I think it'll take about maybe a year, maybe 2 years to get everything worked out. But I'm hoping that's how that it works out. As far as like I was talking about Benson Henderson going to Bellator, he got a welterweight shot, which is good because nobody knows who the hell the welterweight champion of Bellator is. So, Cyborg's a good point. What's gonna happen with Cyborg? Cyborg in the weight cut. Whoa! As we've seen, that girl gets down at 145, and the morning after she's up to 270 again. Yeah, unless they create like another weight class for her, and she changes her body down to be able to make that weight. I don't see her fighting anymore. I mean, who's gonna take her besides Ryzen, right? Ryzen will put on some kind of show with her for sure in Japan. I don't think one championship will do it, but I mean it's weird because there's no fighters walking around, no female fighters walking around at 170. Ronda, you gotta wonder what's gonna happen with Ronda now that she's, let's be honest, she's ballooned up a little bit, but she'll probably be okay. I don't know if she'll fight 135 anymore. We'll see. This is just California. Just keep in mind, it's only California. But I'm telling you right now, if Nevada picks it up, it is on because everybody else is going to do it. New Jersey will pick it up. Everybody will pick it up, right? It seems like Nevada kind of leads everything because they'll fight capital of the world and all that shit. So, really interesting, really excited to see what happens, man. It's, like I said, it's going to take a year or two probably to see changes here. But I do think Nevada's going to pick it up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see, Benson Henderson fight for the welterweight title on Bellator, which is good because no one knows jack squat about who most of their champions are. Like most people cannot name any champions outside of anybody in Bellator. Now that I think about it, I can't off the top of my head right away. I mean, I'm sure if someone reminds me of, gives me a name of one, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's right, that guy. Yeah, but like, and that's not honestly, that's not our fault, and that's not MMA's fault. That's Bellator's fault for not effectively promoting their champs or their fighters, to be honest with you. They're a promotion, but they are awful at promoting, especially for having Viacom money. Viacom doesn't just own Spike TV. They own a crap load of radio stations. And I listen to a Viacom station here for at least 30 minutes a day on the drive home. And you never hear anything about Bellator MMA, fucking on Spike TV. You rarely hear about them on radio. So they're I don't know. It's all weird. Bellator's weird. And I've effectively disliked Scott Coker now. And people are like, well, why do you dislike Scott Coker? Maybe not the guy. I don't know the guy himself. I don't know him, but the way he's running things. First, he makes all these, circus fights and all that shit. Come on, Dada 5000, Kimbo Slice, Hoist Gracie and Ken Shamrock. What the fuck? It's like it's awful. It's fucking awful. Hold up, about to get in here. Here we go. Traffic in Phoenix, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. We're going the way of LA very quickly. And if you don't know what Los Angeles traffic looks like, Google it, and I guarantee there's a bunch of pictures and memes and shit. But yeah, man. The other thing I heard from Julie Kedzie tweeted out that and I talked about this yesterday a little bit, or the day before, one of those, about the whole. So there's an organization that refused to sign a fighter because they weren't attractive enough. That's some shit right there. You know what I mean? And more and more, it looks like it was Scott Coker and Bellator, but no one's going to come out, including Julie herself, is not going to come out and be like, yeah, it was Scott Coker and Bellator, although I wish someone would. Someone that actually had, first-hand knowledge would do that. Maybe the fighter themselves. But I don't know, Coker's a little shady with it. And it's just, I don't like the way he's running things right now, but maybe this Benson Henderson signing will turn everything around. Especially once he wins the welterweight title, because come on, who doesn't think he's going to win it? All right, against Alexei, I don't fucking know this guy's name, I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, whatever. What else we got? Fuck, there was a few more things. Sage Northcutt saying he's going to go to TriStar full time. Good, just get rid of Daddy, and you're all good to go. What other stuff is going on here? I actually saw a lot of people kind of shitting on the Ronda body paint pictures. You know, I mean, look, everyone has their own tastes, you know? Everyone has their own taste in women, but people are like, this said it was Coker, and he did it in Strikeforce too. Oh, yeah, he did. He did say that. Actually, we were texting back and forth about that a little bit. Yeah, and if you think about it, in Strikeforce, I mean, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, I forgot who else. I mean, they had Cyborg, but that's an exception. You take that because of talent. You know, Misha Tate. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the fuck. Yeah, it's not the UFC. You got Betch Kohei in there. You can't. That's fucked up. You can't say that that UFC's doing it, but but the whole Ronda Rousey thing, where they were like, everyone's like criticizing her paint pictures, her body paint pictures. Look, first of all, you know, for people that get, especially women that get upset, oh, I can't believe you're stereotyping her body and you're putting her down and all sort of stuff because she doesn't look like what your view of a woman is. You kind of got to suck it up. If you're gonna put yourself out there, you have to be, have thick skin, which believe me, Ronda does. All right, she got a mountain, a slew of shit as soon as she lost, and she didn't kill herself. Shit worked out. But if you're gonna put yourself out there, you have to have that thick skin and the ability to. You don't have to accept what people are saying about you. All right, but you have to, know that if you're gonna put yourself out there, it's coming. You know what I mean? Hell, personal experience. I fucking put out, I put out YouTube videos every single day. These, Morning Glory shows, the other, MMA shows. I've gotten shit before. You know what I mean? Off of a lot of stuff, but I understood it's coming. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand that it's coming, and I don't. Honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I mean, it's just someone on the internet saying whatever they want, and it is what it is, right? People that take it, personal are the ones that will stay awake at night, finding ways to block people or trying to think of something witty to get them back and shit. When it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. What someone says on the internet, it never really matters. For example, guys like Helwani, that dude's the most sensitive little I have nothing nice to say about that guy, but no, I have nice things to say about the guy. I'm not gonna say. I don't care to say him. No, but the guy's one of the most sensitive people on the internet. You can't say anything to that guy without him getting butthurt. There's a lot of, now that we're on that topic, there's a lot of MMA writers out there on Twitter that you can't say two words to because, they will just get offended by everything you're saying. There's no one that will be like, hey, look, I see your, the response is always this. If you say, for example, Sage Northcutt lost his fight, he's fucked, his career's over. He's all hype, he's not skilled at all, he's fucked, he's got no heart, whatever. First of all, it's completely wrong. He's just young and had never faced adversity. But here's the difference between people that are reasonable and a lot of MMA writers out there that are on Twitter. A lot of people, and I saw this on Twitter. You can't fuck with me. I fucking saw this shit go down. I didn't say anything because whatever. But I saw people go, well, you're a fucking, writers, MMA writers, well, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You clearly haven't watched MMA forever. You know what I mean? The way to handle stuff like that, without getting all sensitive, being a little bitch about it, is just kind of like, okay, well, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree. And then, if you give your reasons for this, for not agreeing. And then, look, a lot of the times, the internet, once again, it's internet, it's social media. You're going to get somebody that's so unreasonable that they'll just keep coming at you with shit. And that's when you go, okay, this guy's clearly just being an asshole. So then you block that guy. You know what I mean? But a lot of people have gotten blocked who literally just try to make conversation. So, I don't know. I try to make time for that. I do try to make time for that. When people disagree with me and say a bunch of shit, I'm just like, hey, look, I get what you're saying. For example, when McGregor Aldo went down, before, like a couple of days before the fight, I honestly truly believed that Aldo was going to be the guy that beat McGregor. You know what I mean? I was like leg kicks, all this stuff. And this, Irish people were mad. And I give the Irish fans a shit ton of credit. The McGregor fans, I give a shit ton of credit too. They will travel for their guys, all right? You don't see any Americans traveling anywhere to watch Chris Weidman or to watch any Americans. I mean, Chapman said it himself after he lost to McGregor, that he wishes they had support like them. Brazilians are less and less traveling for their guys, or going out of their way to root for their guys, but Irish do not give a shit. They are all over it. You know what I mean? They will start street fights over you talking shit about McGregor, you know? So, 100% respect for Irish fans, for sure. You know what I mean? But they were going off on me. I respect their disagree, only response to use. There you go. Exactly. Respectfully disagree, and then if you feel like engaging in discourse, go for it. Respectfully, like a fucking normal human being, like an adult. Like an adult. At least try to pretend to be an adult online. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're not one in real life, fine, be an asshole in real life. But at least if you're gonna try to talk to a stranger, you're gonna put your opinions and yourself out there, and someone comes with you with their opinion, be a little courteous, be a little respectful. Like, I respectfully disagree. Here's the reasons why, and they come back at you and be like, okay, wait, you know what? Let's just agree to disagree and keep it there. You know, I've had a lot of people, talk to me on Twitter. We go back and forth for literally maybe 6-7 minutes on a couple of things, and I ended up getting a follower. Not that I was trying, they just ended up following me, and I'm just like, all right, well, cool. Maybe we'll discuss other things. It is what it is. And John, I respectfully disagree. Daniel, you're a pussy. If you're watching it, I wish I could do that voice, but Tommy Told, he does those shit. That guy's talented as shit. If he ever catches a break and gets on TV, I mean, he got that one Fox Sports bit for a little bit, but if that guy ever gets something, good for him. He would deserve it, and he would get a lot out of it, I think. But you can't just shit on somebody like that, just out of nowhere, So I mean, I try my best to keep it cool with people and have a discussion, and then when it's over, it's over. It's all it is. I was going back and forth with Panthers fans. There was a lot of asshole Panthers fans during the Cardinals game, and I was just like, hey, look, all credit to you guys. You guys won. And then, I would get tweets like, fuck you guys. We fucked you guys real hard. Fucking beat the shit out of you. You guys are awful. Fuck you and all that stuff. And I'm like, hey, look, you guys deserve the win. Is what it is. My guys didn't show up. And you guys were clearly better. That's all there was. And then after a while, people were like, oh, well, shit. And then I actually got an apology the day after the game on that Monday. He's like, hey man, sorry about all the shit talk. I thought you were just an asshole fan. And I'm like, nah, dude, I didn't say one word about the fucking Panthers, like a bad thing about the Panthers. I give them full respect. You got to give your opponent respect. You know what taught me that? Besides, growing up with a father that's probably the best. And everyone's gonna say their dad's the best, but to me, I couldn't have asked for a better man to be my father. He taught me about respect and everything, and earning it, demanding it, and giving it to people that deserve it. Right? But jiu-jitsu fucking just pummeled it into my brain. I think I said this story a million times probably at this point. My first day of jiu-jitsu, I walked into class. I'm a white belt. I'm 5'10". At the time, right now I'm walking at like 199 pounds, which, to be honest with you, that's a fucking huge accomplishment for me, because I used to walk around at 245. But my first day of jiu-jitsu, I think I was like 230. And they're like, okay, we're gonna roll for 4 rounds or 5 rounds, whatever it is, 3-minute rounds. Motherfucking, sorry, the fucking traffic's starting to piss me off real bad. It was like, we're gonna roll for 5 3-minute rounds. All right, cool. All right, we put us like in a big circle thing, and then whoever you end up paired with, who you going first. First person I rolled with, this little Japanese girl. She might have been all of 5 feet tall and all of 115 pounds. And it was like, all right, go. And because, they didn't want anyone getting hurt, we weren't doing, from takedowns. We started from our knees. I've never had someone take my back so quickly and get that arm under my chin so fast and rear naked choke my ass. Legitimately, at least 7 times I tapped in 3 minutes to this chick. It's just, and I think she was like, I think she might have been a blue belt or a purple belt, I'm not sure, but she fucking choked the shit out of me. And I was like, okay, you can't just fucking go in there and be like, oh, I'm a bad motherfucker, I'm bigger than them and everything. And that was my first lesson in jiu-jitsu. And so that's why, people ask me, like, what should I do with my kids? I have friends that have kids and everything. It's like, what should I do? I'm going to put them in soccer. I'm going to put them in football. And I'm like, can they take instruction? Well, yeah, they understand. It's like, can they, pay attention and take instruction and learn? Like, yeah, jiu-jitsu, ASAP. And they're like, and I had to explain it to them and everything. And then I had 2 friends actually take my advice, and their daughters are some of the nicest, most respectful people I've ever met in my life. So martial arts is the shit, man. If you have kids, definitely get them into it. As soon as they're able to take instruction. My nephew's only 3, and he's not ready to take instruction yet. So we took him out of karate not too long ago, because he was just fucking around in there. So I work with him a little bit at home when I get a chance and everything. But he's more a soccer kid, it seems like. So he's probably gonna play soccer at first, and then I'll try to get him back into martial arts. But of course, they have to be interested in everything. But We'll see. We'll see what happens with that, man. What else is it I read? Chrome Gracie wants to come back quicker after winning his Ryzen debut. I just hope he continues working with the Diaz brothers on his striking. It's not terrible. It's not great either, though. It's just serviceable. It works a little. It works enough to get that fight to the ground. So hopefully he keeps working on that. Gabby Garcia needs to go box for a while. Just get her hands going, and then go do some Muay Thai, get her legs going, and then then fight, because that was awful. That Ryzen fight with Gabby Garcia was awful. Nobody should be scared of Gabby Garcia. Another girl who she fights in the States is gonna get affected by that weight cut, but we could possibly get Gabby Garcia versus Cyborg. That would be love fucking jit. Gabby ain't no fighter. No, she's a jiu-jitsu fighter. She's a jits player. She's not she shouldn't be fighting. She really shouldn't. I think the reason that she got pressured into it because of her size, and the fact that the women's MMA is on the uprising, and been on the uprising since Ronda, and all girls are trying to take advantage of it, which is great. I mean, there's a lot of female fighters who aren't getting the kind of I guess exposure and recognition yet that are good fighters. I mean, Tanya Evinger's she's an Invicta champ, 135 champ. She's actually pretty good. When she's on top of you, she will fuck you up, and good luck getting her off you. Mind you, got to think about the kind of talent that's at 135 in Invicta, which isn't great, especially once the UFC took everybody, But who else? Jamie Colleen, I think, defending her belt in March. She's a strawweight champ. I'm gonna have to forgive me. I forgot what promotion she's. I think. No, I don't want to throw names out there if I'm not right. She's a champ. I forgot what promotion she's in. She's. I watched some of her fights on YouTube yesterday. She's legit. I don't know if she can compete with UFC strawweights yet, but she could definitely get there. Who else? Michelle Waterson, in my opinion, doesn't get nearly enough exposure that I think she deserves, for sure. Not only is she a great fighter, she's a great person. Like, she's a legit great person. She'll give you a smile when she has a black eye. She lost. It's she's legit, man. I'm a big fan of hers. I'm a big fan. Look, I'm a big fan of the skilled fighters. Like, I'm a fan of John Jones. I don't care for his attitude or his personality, but I'm a fan of his fighting. But I'm a bigger fan of people that are good people. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of fighters, especially fighters that are good people. The guys that even people that people hate, but they don't understand that they're good people. Like, DC's a good guy. He holds wrestling camps and all that stuff, and tries to help people out. People are like, oh, fuck that guy. Say whatever you want about being a paper champ, and the fact that he started talking a bit of shit. That's just promoting. But I'm a big fan of people, man. So at the same time, I dislike negative people a lot, like a shit ton. I cannot stand negative motherfuckers at all. I get rid of those people out of my life, and you should. I think everyone should, and that way, mostly for that person's own good. Because no one changes until they notice. Like, no one negative changes their attitude until they realize that everyone's bailed on them because they're negative, because they're just shit attitudes. Now, I'm not saying that negativity is like, oh, fuck. Negativity is not, talking about a serious situation, because, but negativity is just constantly, talking, saying negative shit about everything and everybody, and your life sucks and all this other crap, and then going into every situation with just a shitty attitude. That's negativity. I mean, sometimes people are like I have a friend that's going through a hard time, and they just can't get a job, and they're trying, and they're just really upset all the time. So yeah, that's understandable. I still encourage, like, hey man, cheer up a little bit, man. Get a little bit of positive attitude. Just keep fighting. Those people are different. Negative people are just people that are assholes. Just constantly just pricks. And negative motherfuckers. Their life's not even that bad, and they complain about it. It's ridiculous. So, the one thing I want to talk about with the whole, actually no, that's I'm gonna save that for the show tonight. 2 shows today. In the Pocket, myself, Nick Pilecki. We're gonna be talking UFC Newark, what went down and everything. We're gonna talk obviously about the weight, the California State Athletic Commission banning weight cuts. about Benson Henderson to Bellator. We'll be talking this weekend's card, formerly I'm calling it the card formerly known as UFC 196, just because it's UFC Fight Night, but it's like you know. But I'm calling it the card formerly known as UFC 196. I guess a little bit of a tribute to Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince. That guy was smart with it. He got so sick of people talking shit about him that he made a symbol for himself, and the media had no choice but to say, oh, the artist formerly known as Prince. And that's like the longest fucking name ever. And he's like, at least I'm making you motherfuckers put in effort, you pricks, to fucking say some shit. So I love that shit. But as this weekend, Hendricks vs. Thompson. Hendricks looks good, by the way. Weirdly enough, supposedly his weight yesterday was 173.6 or something like that. And he looks ripped. He looks jacked and ripped, and I'm hopeful he makes weight. That's his first fight, is with the scale. And then he gets to fight fucking Stephen Thompson, the Wonder Boy. Wonder Man is what I'm calling him. Yeah, you can't be 34 and be known as Wonder, or 32 or whatever he is and be known as a Wonder Boy. Fuck out of here. But we got that fight on that card. Okay. That actually, honestly, now that it's a free card, that shit's pretty stacked, man. I highly recommend, especially because it's free, but I highly recommend you watch it. I'm gonna be running back and forth between the TV and it's my mom's birthday parties this weekend, so I'm gonna be at that. And luckily they have TVs at their place, so you know, they're not Amish, so of course they got TVs, but they got TVs at their place. I'm gonna have the fights on too. And so Saturday's gonna be a bit of a fucking crazy day for me, but it's all good. I'm good with it. Super Bowl on Sunday, that's gonna be legit. Panthers versus Broncos. People have like the wrong idea of me. I think because the Panthers beat the shit out of the Cardinals that I'm gonna root against the Panthers. I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm hoping for like a good game though. The only time that it's not even necessarily rooting against anybody, but when it was Patriots Seahawks, that's when I wasn't rooting for anything other than chaos, and we got that. That's why I didn't even care if the Patriots won that game, because it ended on a chaotic, fucking ridiculous play. You know, so I was rooting for chaos in that one. This one I was hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for the game of a lifetime from Peyton Manning. And if he wins it, I don't care. I'm cool with that. If Cam Newton wins it and the Panthers win it, hey, we lost to the eventual champs. You know, and people that hate Cam Newton's kind of funny. They're like, oh, we hate his attitude and his celebration. No one said shit when Tiger was doing his, Tiger Woods is doing his fucking arm thing. Now people are gonna be like, oh, it's because he's black and all sort of stuff. That's what they're giving him shit. It could be. It's possible. Who knows? No one says shit when when Tom Brady, fucking screams and does a yeah on the sidelines. It's just different than when Cam Newton does. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's a weird thing that people hate Cam Newton. I don't hate him. I like him. And one of the reasons I like him, he does charitable work and doesn't put it out there. You don't hear about his charitable work other than the shit that the team puts together and they publicize. But you don't hear about his own shit until after it happens. You know what I mean? That's why I like guys like Cam Newton who seem to be genuine people. You know what I mean? So I don't mind Cam Newton at all. But look, I'm just hoping for this one. I'm just hoping for a good game, a game for the ages from Peyton Manning if possible. If the Broncos win again, I got friends that are Broncos fans. I'll be real happy for them. I got friends that are Panthers fans. They win, whatever. This motherfucker had the balls to park at my parking spot. He's lucky he has a brand new car. Otherwise, I'd use one of our forklifts to move that bitch. Anyway, but yeah. So, all right, I'm at work. So I'm hoping everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Mike, thanks for tuning in, man. You have a good one, my friend. Again, today, In the Pocket, myself, Nick Pilecki, breaking down everything you need to know about in the world of MMA today. And then Breaking the Law with Eddie Law later tonight. Talking all sports. I'll be talking, of course, MMA, my fat MMA segment of every show. That's honestly become the biggest segment I have. We'll talk some football, a little bit of baseball, basketball as well, of course. We're ramping up to the All-Star game. My Phoenix Suns have a new interim coach, and Markieff Morris finally pulled a stick out of his ass to finally play well. Dropped 30 and 11 last night in a loss to the Toronto Raptors, who are a really good team. But still, good to see him play. So yeah, we're one day closer to death, fellas. So make it count. And again, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and your family and your friends. And I will catch you guys later today. All right? See ya.